TaLynn, and I am with
Natalie McGriff.
So Natalie, we are at OnyxCon, as you know. Can you tell us a little bit about your project?
Well, my project is about me because I didn't like to read and I didn't like my hair, so I didn't want other girls just exactly like me not to love themselves and love the way they are.
Wow. That's a lot. I gotta think about that for a second. Well, okay, so how does your book, you wrote a book?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you illustrate the book?
Well, no, my mom's friend Roosevelt III illustrated it.
Oh, so the story is about, just tell me about the story. So,
well, the story is about when I didn't like my hair, so I always wanted it to be straight, and I asked my mom to flat iron it, but she didn't do it because she explained to me why my hair was so powerful and it was so beautiful.
Well, your hair is beautiful.
Thank you.
And it is powerful. I shaved all mine off, but that's okay. You can do whatever you want with your hair. No, it is gorgeous. And so, now if I remember, because I believe I heard that the hair being powerful gave the girl superpowers. Is that true?
Yes, that is true. In the book, I saved the libraries with my superpower Afro puffs and their fire and ice.
That is awesome. That is actually amazing. Did you enjoy working on the project?
Yes, it was a long 6 months.
That was going to be my question. How long did it take? 6 months? That's actually not that bad for a project. And so I see that you also have pins.
Yes, I do.
Well, can you tell me about the pins? I see you have them for boys and for girls.
Well, yes, I have. Well, this one right here represents me in the book with the Afro puff. And these are for my cousin because we're creating a whole nother book with boys in it, and this is for him.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. So, so when you did you decide to write the book, or was it like a family effort?
Family effort.
So now that you've written it, do you like to read more?
I love to read more, but I like to read like comic books and not like really chapter books.
I can understand that. I like comic books too. I like stuff with pictures. That's just better. It's more fun and it's more colorful. Okay. Well, is this your first convention?
Yeah, this is my first convention.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is an amazing accomplishment and I am very happy for you.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking the time to talk with me today.
You're welcome.
I hope that you enjoy the rest of your OnyxCon.
You too.
Thank you. I am TaLynn Kel, and I am with
Julia Davis of I Love Me book series.
the I Love Me series.
I Love Me book series.
I love that. So tell me about the series.
The series is designed particularly for children of color to encourage children of color to love themselves no matter what their differences are, whether it's the way they look, as far as skin color, size, darkness, light, glasses, not glasses. We have a lot of things that children of color, particularly even adults, have to deal with in the world and society and things we get teased in. So I kind of try and touch on many of those areas as I possibly can.
You know what? That is absolutely awesome. And I also write, and some of my essays, not children's books, but in fact I curse a lot. But a lot of my essays are about my personal journey for self-acceptance. Because even when you think you're there, there's always something that kicks it back and you realize that you're not. So it's going to be a continual journey, but it's so helpful to see it, being instilled in people at a young age, because then it gives them a lot of the tools that they need. A lot of people have to find them on their own. So, like of these, which do you have a favorite?
They're all my favorite. I would say the favorite would be I Love Me and My Big Dreams, and that is because that one's geared towards my niece. My niece, when I started writing children's books, because of course as an adult your vocabulary is a lot larger, I wanted the children's books to not only have a story but be a learning tool, so I needed bigger words. So she was my guidance, or is still my guidance as to how they are as far as level-wise, how she goes through a reading. So she's also, and it tells me how she likes the story. So by book 3, she said, Aunt Juju, you think I could be a character in your book? And I was like, oh, yeah, what would you like to be? And she started naming all these different things. And I started thinking to myself, well, how am I supposed to put all that in a book? But that's where I Love Me and My Big Dreams came from, because as children we have, and as adults we have so many dreams, and you don't have to just stick with one. You can keep and do them all. So that's kind of where that one came from. So that one is kind of one of my favorites.
Oh, that is amazing, and I love that. So when you decided to, like, what got you to start, like, the first one?
I always wanted to write. Thought I would write adult books. I had actually started doing a lot of natural hair events for adults, and there was no room for children. You could bring a child here or there, but it wasn't really geared towards a child. And I've seen even as adults, a lot of our women had trouble with their hair in a natural state, or just going together and going to the world as your natural self. So I figured I needed to start at a younger age. So if I hit it at the younger age, we won't have that problem at an older age. So I started doing children's events, which started turning into writing the series, because I just didn't feel like the events were enough.
Okay. So tell me about the marketing process for your book.
I do most of my marketing. I'm kind of as a small business entrepreneur and a control freak, I think. Nobody represents your brand the way you do, and nobody takes that pride. So I do a lot of my social media, of course the website. I do a lot of my own events as well as others. I do a lot of book signings, school visits, Girl Scout visits, pretty much every genre. So I hit it all.
That is awesome. And if people wanted to be able to purchase your books, where would they go?
They can go to my website, which is juliardavis.com. They're also at events. They're in a bookstore in Indianapolis, 2 bookstores actually in Indianapolis. So follow me on social media, which is I Love Me Book Series, on both Facebook and Instagram, and purchase.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate it. These books particularly speak to me, so I'm so glad that you're doing them. And I love hearing how you're just like, anywhere I think that there are children, I'm be there. That's what you gotta do. So I admire your work.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your OnyxCon, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you.